First, let me just introduce my guest I have in today today. We have Oddesy in here. He's coming off dropping his debut EP, MERLIN, which just dropped. It was 3 or 4 days ago, right? Just on Friday, I think?
On the 15th.
On the 15th, yeah. Just dropped on the 15th. How does it feel? How's it feel to have that dropping?
Nah, bro, it feels great.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of love from that bit.
It's a great, it's a great project. It's coming out, I think it's like 11 or 12 minutes overall, so it's a nice listen.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. I wanted it to be pretty short.
Yeah, you could roll an Optimo, in the morning time, work through the whole thing. So I guess, so one of the questions I had first about it is, what was your inspiration behind, I guess, the name of the project, just the project overall? Like, what were you trying to accomplish with this EP?
This EP is actually one part of a whole story. I really got into the aspect of having a trilogy through the time I was making the project. I was listening to a lot of Childish Gambino.
Okay.
And he has the trilogy of Camp. I think it's Camp from to. I don't even know. Because of the internet and then Awaken My Love.
Yeah.
So I was listening to all of that because I have the vinyl. I had recently just bought the whole vinyls.
Yeah.
Because I collect vinyls also.
Okay. Oh, we got to talk about that. Yeah. I'm a big vinyl guy.
I got a lot.
Okay. We'll add it to the list. I'll make sure to ask about it.
But I was just really deep into that, building a whole world. Because even with just because the internet really influenced MERLIN also. Just on how the story is kind of told, and just it brings you into his world. And then that's one thing that I love about my personal great artists or favorite artists. They can bring me into their world, and I wanted to make something that can kind of do the same way with me.
So before we keep going about the project, just to build some context, who are your personal favorite artists? I guess who's if you can be 5, I don't know if that's too many.
My top 5. I ain't gonna lie, it varies.
Okay. How you feeling today?
Today, I'm gonna say it's Andre's always 3K's always
fair.
in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Kenny.
Okay.
K-Dot. Michael. I kind of put Michael Jackson in there.
Okay.
Prince, for sure. We got one more. We gonna say, right now, I'm gonna say, Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. Okay, that's a solid one.
Gambino.
So
I don't know.
So a way to get more specific with this question. So you say you collect vinyl, right? So you have a lot of records. I also collect a lot of vinyl. I have records that I hold dear to myself. Say you got dropped on an island, right? For whatever reason, there's a record player there. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
And you get to bring 3 records with you.
3.
3. What are you bringing?
That I personally have, or just in the world?
We'll say in the world. We'll say in the world. Yeah.
Okay. This is crazy. But Choose Your Weapon by Hiatus Cody.
Okay. Is that, can you elaborate on why? What's so special with that record? I'm not familiar.
I didn't put them in my top 5 just because I don't know, but I just can't put them in right now today.
Yeah.
But they're also one of my favorite artists. Favorite bands.
Yeah.
I got into them a while back, but that album, whenever I first heard it, it literally was the definition of I'm finna send you to outer space. To me. It was very...
That's appealing to you? Going outer space?
Yeah. I really love stars. I'm not really into astrology personally, but I really like just
give me your signs, man. What do you... Okay, so we got 2.
I'm a Taurus, though.
You're a Taurus?
Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
Okay, I don't know anything about. Sometimes I pretend I do. To be real with you, if it's going to the conversation, on a date or something, I don't know anything about the science. Okay, so all right, 2 more records.
Yeah.
What are we going
with? To Pimp a Butterfly by K-Dot. It's always gonna be on there.
That was the first hip hop vinyl I think I got. Yeah, or actually, you might judge me for this. I think this might be a top 10 hip hop album coming out in the 2010s. I know it gets a lot of hate from a lot of people. If You're Reading This, It's Too Late by Drake is a great hip hop project. I'd like from a, oh, you disagree? Listen, that's why I knew that was, you might not agree with that one.
Bro, no hate to Drake. I love the Drake because I don't hate on any other man. He got bread. I can't talk on him.
That's, okay, let's hear the but.
Personally, don't like him.
I can understand
musically.
I can understand
a lot of his projects, and as a person.
You didn't like Way Too Sexy or Girls Like Girls? Come on.
I like my hot take. A lot of people don't like me for this because I say that I don't like Drake.
Yeah.
But I really like Views, and that's like one of his acclaimed worst projects.
I think the production on that album is amazing.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
Bro. Like One Dance, everybody says it's like overrated, but like, bro,
it's got Weston Road flows on that album. So that's
what I'm saying. Dog.
Yeah, no,
he was low-key on that. Hey, that's my hot. That's the hot take.
No, his like latest albums haven't been as good. I've listened. I try to listen to all of them just because he's one of the bigger artists. But If You're Reading This, Is Too Late from a straight hip hop. It's also a nostalgia thing because I remember driving around in like 8th grade. My dad's roommate was driving around his BMW just speeding through Hampton Roads, Virginia, and we were bumping that like Six God, Madonna.
Oh yeah.
Dude, these are like, come on.
I mean, that's classic Drake though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean he was good. Like I ain't gonna lie, he was on them. He was on them. He was on the songs. But like me personally, I just don't bump him.
But no, I can understand that. But it's like his older stuff, I can definitely every once in a while I'll throw it on, especially.
Oh no, for sure. Like I ain't gonna lie. What's that song? The one he said, "Tuck the napkin in my shirt because I'm just bobbing like that." That song, that bar still is one of the worst bars I've ever heard from in my life.
Yeah.
But that song is great.
It hits. There's something about the bad delivery.
I don't know what it is.
Or you never. I don't know. Maybe you're in your feels and then you throw some Marvin's Room on. Cups of the Rose. Dude, I
literally, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That song has literally turned into a meme.
It is a meme, but it hits. I remember being in 8th grade. My 8th grade girlfriend Morgan Elise had broken up with me after 3 days. It was tough. It was a rough time in my life, man. And I was sitting in my chemistry class at this Florida middle school, and my friend sent me Marvin's Room. He's like, check this out. I was like, all right, cool. I remember it hidden. You know what I mean? Ever since then, that song is just like the ideal. If you're in your feels,
if you're in your feels, it's like sad boy hours.
Sad boy hours, and that's something that I think that he does. That he just focuses on. You know what I mean? I think he builds up for that. Okay, enough about Drake. All right, so 3 vinyls. Where we at? Remind me.
Yeah, we got. Oh yeah, we got To Pimp a Butterfly, Highest Cloudy. And I'm gonna have to say, Baduism by Erykah Badu.
Okay, I had that record on vinyl, and
actually I changed my answer.
Okay, never mind.
Mama's Gun by Erykah Badu.
So, okay, so. Which one has Penitentiary Philosophy? I think is that Mama's Gun? Mama's Gun? Okay, then I think I like that one a little bit more. I will say I just gave away that album to a friend of mine because he moved away. He was moving away and he'd been looking for it for a couple months.
I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Well, I know. I literally...
The search is really, it's deep, bro.
That's one thing about, as someone, it sounds like you're also into vinyl. You can just order vinyl online, right? And which is cool and all, but I like finding it, like there's something different about finding it in the store, being on the search for it.
I feel you. It's more of I'm addicted to it. I ain't even gonna stand. I'm gonna just be 100.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to buying vinyl. So if I see a vinyl, like the ad on my phone, and it just pops up, I'm buying it instantly. It's really bad because sometimes it really be draining but it's okay.
I have a joke. I can't go into a vinyl store without leaving without a record because it's just like you always find something you want.
It's hard, bro.
And I will say that there are certain records that you can't, like, that they're not pop. I don't want to say popular, but they're not big enough to get like mass circulation. Like there's this hip hop artist from Chattanooga, YG Tut, and he's in the Isaiah Rashad boat. And he has this hip hop record called Preacher's Son. It came out in 2015, 2016, one of the two. If you've never, it is one of the best hip hop projects to drop in the 2010s. Like I will send you a couple tracks after this. It is,
For sure.
it is banging. But he said he put a post out like a year or two ago saying, I'm making vinyl for it. I bought it online because I knew like Baton Rouge shop is not going to have this random record, you know? Okay, so we got those 3 records. So I'm gonna switch the question a little bit. Clarify 3 records that you have.
3 records that I have.
Yeah, like from your house is burning. Okay.
Okay.
Well, knock on wood. Hopefully not. But your house is burning. What 3 are you grabbing?
Okay. So To Pimp a Butterfly is always gonna be that one. I have what is that? This Thing of Ours by The Alchemist.
Okay.
Bro, that is.
You like The Alchemist, huh?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite producers. Definitely up there. I got to see him live. It was crazy. But
you see him rap? I want to see him rap live. That would be crazy.
Bro, and he spit too.
No, he can spit too. That's people don't know that.
Because he used to rap before he made the beat.
Yeah.
It was, but like
it's like Kanye in verse. Like he is.
Lucky.
Yeah.
But he coming back. But he's showing people that he can.
Oh yeah, I know. Recently, I saw he performed. I think he performed somewhere live a couple like weeks ago or something like that.
I think it was Rolling Loud.
I think it was Rolling. And people weren't feeling it because they didn't know who he was.
Bro, that really disappointed me. But honestly, at the same time, if I was a little kid, not even like a little kid, like if I was a dude that's my age and I ain't know nothing about The Alchemist, and I just see this old white dude just start just rapping about over some beat that like sounds mysterious.
Yeah.
I would be like, what's going on?
That's a good question, I think. Like, how much, like, when you see someone perform live, right, how much of their, I don't know how to say, clout affects how much you're feeling the performance? You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, facts.
I feel like sometimes you could see somebody, and, like, on both occasions, one occasion that they're amazing, right? Like, they're rapping the same skill, but at one side, you know who they are, and there's, like, a big buzz, and the second side, you don't know. Like,
the guy Spice.
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna look at the reaction to Ice Spice during Rolling Loud versus the reaction to the reaction, I guess, to The Alchemist. It's kind of
the people. This is like way off topic, but people have kind of construed the way of performing to where you really don't have to perform.
Okay.
So
can you elaborate a little bit?
And meaning like me saying that, just look at the biggest performers right now. Even just we can just go back to Ice Spice. No hate to that girl. Like I love Ice Spice.
Boy's a liar. Come on, that's that's a bop.
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
It's a bop. But just say like even me. If I go on like if I'm on Rolling Out, I'm finna go up there. I ain't even finna have no words to my beat. I'm finna go up there just like Bodie James and rap every single word to every single song. Like I'm finna just go up there, really eat it. Yeah. Like eat that bit. And if I'm not, I'm really finna like, have like a whole performance. I'm finna move around, actually get you engaged. Yeah. But like people now, it's really more of the, if I got a hype song that's like to my name, even though I didn't really put that much like, I'm not gonna say effort because I'm not gonna say how much effort people put into their own music. Yeah. But if it sounds like Nick, you didn't try as harder than a more adapted performer, then you don't really do much. You just stand there, like they'll just stand there and just like let the popularity fuel them. Yeah, and into being like hype. Because they already know the song, and even like with songs like Nudie, like look at performances like Young Nudie. He just plays the song. Like a lot of people, just play their song, don't actually like perform it. Yeah, because it's big enough where the crowd's gonna be singing anyway. You know, if you get in there. I mean, because like. I think to a certain point, like with certain artists, you can't get away from that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think an artist who does it really well with the performances, I don't know if you've seen the videos of like Kodak doing the dances, like during his performances. I definitely feel like it depends on the song. Yeah. Like in the vibe, for sure. On like how you perform it and like how it's like shown, like if you're gonna have it like backing track or you just finna play the song. Yeah. Like if you listen to like Nudie, like I wouldn't imagine. I ain't gonna lie. I do not expect Nudie to get up there and start. I don't know what he be talking about.
Yeah.
Like murder, kill. Big, you know. But if he's still gonna do his thing, like the song is still gonna knock. Like, but more like in a way, with a lot of people, I still would appreciate a little bit more effort.
Yeah. Do you think that, because I've had this conversation with some people because like it certainly only affects certain genres, I guess. Because like if you go catch like a punk show or like a show of a band and stuff like that, like they have to perform in the moment, right? But when you have hip hop artists, like the track is already done, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing being created there. So I think it is kind of hard to, you know, work that in and make it, I don't know, because I mean, all the hip hop shows I've been into, I think most of them, they have had the track playing and they kind of just rap over it. And then it's kind of like.
I am guilty of doing that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm being a hypocrite. I'm guilty of doing that. But, I mean, it's all situational.
Yeah.
But, you know, people need to start, you know, actually engaging people and stop just.
You want like
working on stage.
Acapella freestyles to open up. That's what I can quote you on.
No, please don't.
Next performance of yours, I'm gonna be like, cut the beat, guys. He's acapella freestyling for the next 15 minutes.
Bro,
let's get it going.
There was one. This is off topic again. But one time I had my bro Angel. He had freestyle at one of the Future X, and I had went on right after him, and he freestyled for like. Maybe like 5 minutes. Bro, there was a little portion of like space and like to where I could get the beat to actually freestyle and people were expecting me to freestyle. Like I was looking around like and I could tell people were and like I have this thing where I don't freestyle.
Yeah, that's fair.
But cause I ain't gonna lie, like what if I mess up? I'm gonna get embarrassed and stuff. Like y'all not finna try to play me. I'm a great artist. Y'all not finna play me.
I know. I think every artist, like some artists, they rely like freestyle is something they're good at. You know what I mean? And but I feel like it doesn't make the artist. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure there's some rappers who we know who can't freestyle for anything, but they. I
mean, it also like freestyling is in my view, it's kind of one of the requirements of being an artist.
Yeah,
like you have to at least like. Know how to freestyle. Yeah. Like if it has to, like it come down to it, you know. But like for me, in that moment, in that like where everybody was looking at me, I was not freestyling, bro. And so I literally was like, it was like one of the songs like I was smoking some, and I was just like saying whatever, bro.
Yeah.
And I like said, I'm not freestyling for free. Get out of my face. And I just like dropped the mic. I don't remember what I said, but like I said something like pertaining to that. And it was just kind of funny.
No, I think, because like getting like, it's like I said earlier, like if you know you're going to freestyle, you know, I'm not saying to pre-write it, but to prepare for it mentally, that's a different thing. But getting put on the spot, wouldn't it be funny if I was like, all right, speaking of, let me just throw a beat on.
That's like OD. That's, oh my God. Who is that? Bro, that scared the fuck out of me.
That is one of our DJs. That is DJ Player One who does we're doing a show right now. So this is production room. We have the live room right here.
I fucks with it.
And then we have like the booth over there. I guess he wanted to come see what's going on. I didn't know who you were talking.
He just popped up in the little window.
He wanted the freestyle. He heard freestyle.
Oh yeah, he heard freestyle. He was like, oh shit.
You know, because I do think because you know one thing about like especially because I grew up watching hip hop artists on radio shows like Sweat in the morning, like the 5 Fingers of that. That stuff. Yeah. Like so just having hip hop artists do freestyle and stuff is something that I've always wanted. But at the end of the day, like
Sway is the only man that'll get a free freestyle from me.
Oh, for real?
I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I should have made like an AI Sway voice. That's you know that's
like he can put any beat on the spot and I'll do it. I don't care.
So to go back to Merlin to touch on that for a second. So I was looking through the production. So most of it is like you didn't produce like you like for the most part, right?
Yeah, I didn't produce any of it.
Because I know I saw a couple. I think one of them, obviously I think Neo Soul produced their interlude. It's not just a person; it's 2 people, right?
It was actually on that song. It's 3. It's Ellie 500, Jack Xavier, and Free Cow.
So how does that work as an artist for, like when you're developing a track? Do you come to them and say like, hey, I want you to produce this type of track? Or do they come to you with already tracks produced and then you work out? Like, what's that workflow look like? Or does it depend?
For that song specifically, I had already wanted to put like a transition from there's 2 songs. I think it's Low Funds and then Our World. He had just been messing around for a couple of days, just going back and forth, just kind of seeing what I wanted to do. And I was thinking of kind of something more just jazzy, but then it kind of turned into me, since I had got horns previously, like the day before we actually made the actual interlude, I had got horns put on Our World because it was just a beat like by itself, but I had to hit up my homie Quinn J. Shout out him. He some horns on there, and it kind of just like boosted the track into me, and I just wanted that same kind of like floaty feeling. So that transitioned into us actually elongating the transition into an actual interlude, because whenever we had the transition, it was just gonna be like 2 bars, like just like boom boom type stuff. And then it was like I was just like listening to it, and then Freak Out actually was just playing. He's one of the best like jazz pianists I've ever heard out of BR, real talk. Shout out Freak Out. But he started just playing, and I was like, bro, that's beautiful. Like I was literally in the moment, I was floating. I was low-key high as fuck too.
Yeah.
But I was like floating. And I was like, yeah, just go ahead and lay that down. Like, just lay that down. And then we had made that, and then he had played the piano on it, yeah. And as soon as I heard him play the piano on it, I looked at Ellie 500 because he was actually also mixing he mixed the whole project.
Oh, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out, really. Yeah. He came in clutch. But I heard him, like, coming to it, and I was like, nah. Go ahead, hop on it.
Yeah.
And so once he hopped on it, Jack was like, let me play guitar. So I was like, okay, for sure. Go ahead and hop on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
it's because I think you're right. I think it goes from Low Funds, and then it's that track, and then it is a good transition track. It's very I don't know what word. No, I don't want to say.
Ethereal.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but that's the dude's name that plays on it. So I was like, it's a little too obvious. And it's very floaty, like space, like you're talking about. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that if you were smoking, it'd be very like in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess so off the album,
it's like a portal.
Especially like a portal. Off the EP, I guess I know my favorite tracks, like I mentioned earlier. I think Matrix and then Low Funds I like because I'm really feeling that at the moment.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Low Funds is really cool. But so for you, like which ones? Do you have a personal favorite? Which one was the most fun to make for you?
The most fun to make was Low Funds. Yeah. That was actually the first song off the project that I had made.
Yeah.
I actually made that because shout out to Rondé from Oddesy.
Shout out him.
I was in the studio with him like a couple days before, and he was like improvising a skit on like the beginning of his track.
Yeah.
And I ain't really never done that before. So once he did that, I was like, yo, that junk hard. And once he did it, I was like, nah, I got to do something like that. Yeah. And as soon as I heard Ghost was always like a producer that I kind of went to just for like freestyle beats. I never really hop on most of his stuff. I just kind of like freestyled it to get that, motion still going in my brain. But I had heard that beat and I was like, nah, I got a Joe's. Like I got a Joe's bad on there. And so I just started just saying whatever. And I kind of like that, whenever like the girl says like, why you keep buying all that money on that weed, like spending all that money on that weed and stuff, I was really like, that was low-key my conscience.
Yeah.
Like telling me like, hey, like what the fuck you doing, dog? Stop buying all that weed, bro. But cause I was at the time I was over with, ain't gonna lie, I was smoking a lot.
So okay, so I guess we can go into this next question. So if you had to describe, say I wanted to put you on to a friend of mine, right? I was like, guys, like this cool artist. And they were like, okay, who does he sound like? Not saying you do sound like anybody, but like what artists you think you're similar to? If they enjoyed them, they would also enjoy your stuff.
It's crazy because I ask myself this question a lot.
Okay.
And I really still to this day don't No. Like I truly I feel like every artist has finds their own like unique sound.
Yeah.
And mine is so unique to me. Like I feel like I'm the only one that like can do me.
Yeah.
But if I had to say anybody, just from influence wise on people that I listen to, I say Wakai from CDS. Shout out. That's my dog.
You said what? You said Wakai? Yeah. He's been. I know he did a live room here like a year and a half ago or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get him back in recently because I know he's been producing. He's been putting out a lot more work recently. I know he's doing a tour of Mobby soon. Like he's doing 3 dates. That's all.
Working.
Yeah, he's been putting in some cool work. I know he's representing Baton Rouge well. That's what I'm saying.
Really, he's putting us on.
And what's crazy is, and kind of like what we were talking about earlier, is that like I'll mention his name to like KLSU people know him KLSU people are a little more tapped in, to be honest with you, just because it is a radio station. But I ask like normal people around LSU about like Wakai is, and they say they're into hip hop, but they don't know who he is, right? Yeah. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, you got to put him on instantly once they said it.
There's a whole music scene here. Like they didn't know who Gyra was, Wakai.
It's like once I ain't gonna lie, I'm an advocate for the like underground music scene, NBR. Also, while being an artist at the same time, because I put so many people on my homies. Like it's also not even the fact that like they're my homies and like I'm just putting it out because they're my friends. Type shit. It's really just like I appreciate their music and like I really listen to it and I can relate to it. I can. It actually makes me feel something. It's just not bullshit. Like I'm not finna like put nobody on bullshit. So all I listen to is great music. That's literally what I've been saying since I started literally making Spotify. On my Spotify account. So
I'm about to put you semi on the spot. So you're talking about these local artists, your homies and stuff. Act like I'm someone. I just asked you. I'm new to Baton Rouge. Put me like who do I need to check out underground hip hop? Go. Okay. Who are we checking out?
Underground hip hop. I would have to say. First, I feel like if you want the whole, like the underground scene as a whole, I would put you on first. I would put you on Josh Simmons.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna put you on all CDS.
Because that's Wakai, Josh Simmons. Who else?
As a whole, it's Josh Simmons, Wakai, Rondé, and Duna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on all CDS. That's first. Then I'm gonna put you on Driver. Then I'm gonna put you on Thurs. Then I'm gonna put you on.
Of course.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put you on Tommy because Tommy got some bangers.
Tommy,
Tommy got some bangers. And then I'm also, I ain't gonna lie, shout out Moochie, bro. OG Moochie. I'm gonna put you on Felt.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check it. I'm gonna have to check him out for. I haven't heard that name before. Maybe.
Moochie.
Yeah, I think.
Shout out Moochie.
I think Gyra might have mentioned him during the interview last time, but I never had found out his actual like socials and stuff like that. We're gonna have to talk after this so I can get that locked in.
Yeah, you got that vibe.
Okay.
Bro, you got that vibe.
Cool. Okay. So I feel like that's a good. I've definitely heard those names before. Because I'm trying to make sure like. Because when you're trying to figure out artists like this and like lay out the scene, which is what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to like have a map of who you know what I mean, like people can look up and stuff. We could all, you, me, and the other people we mentioned. There could be a group we don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the interesting thing about underground hip hop. Like there could just be an artist. Like I didn't know about Angels Can't Sin 2 months ago. Now like
no, Angel is like it's crazy because he's known.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, like low key.
And that's what I'm saying. I had no idea about him or anything like that. But I was like, and as soon as I started listening to music, I was like, oh, I like. It's kind of like because it's hip hop, but not only hip hop. It's a lot more like hyper pop-ish, like in the production side of it. You know what I mean? And then like his, I don't know exactly how to describe it to be real with you.
It's kind of like jungle music, like in that same kind of feel. But I appreciate the fact that Baton Rouge and Louisiana has steadily and always provides the world with whatever it needs creatively and artistically.
That is true. And that is definitely something that I've been coming to realize in my last three and a half years that I've been here, especially in Baton Rouge. But I will say, and we spoke about this earlier, you do say that you are considering moving up north somewhere.
Yeah.
So what's the motive behind that?
Even though I say that Baton Rouge and New Orleans, especially, can bring the world whatever they want or need, like artistically, there's still not a lot of outlets out here.
Right.
And the only reason we can give people that, like, whatever they need is because we have to find something. Like, we have to find something as, like, and especially with the artistic scene, we have to find something to, like, get us out.
Yeah. Do you think that it could be that, because honestly, the Baton Rouge population isn't that big, and again, I'm not from Baton Rouge, but it seems like a majority of the population is LSU related, right? Like, you have the LSU related crowd, and you have like the locals, and you have a bunch of work people who are just here just for work, right?
Yeah.
But the creative scene, like, have you considered maybe going down to New Orleans? I don't know what the creative scene looks like down there. It's a much bigger population.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie, the creative scene in NOLA is it's a lot better than BR, but it's still NOLA at the end of the day.
Because y'all had a rave event. If you want to go into a little more detail about the rave event for people who don't know,
the Future X Youth.
Yeah, y'all had one of those in New Orleans a couple of weeks ago, correct?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that was down there. Yeah, so I mean, it seems like there is a little bit of crossover, but again, I've only mostly been hearing about Baton Rouge rappers. I know that one Baton Rouge rapper that I know of, who I think he moved to New Orleans, or maybe he's from New Orleans, but I knew him as a Baton Rouge rapper first, was Smooth Cat.
I was literally just gonna say, I will put you on Smooth too.
No, yeah. So Smooth Cat, I got one of his hoodies. I saw him live a couple months ago. Real cool. And he actually wants to come do one of these. So I'm not going to get him in because I've heard.
Yeah, you definitely got to get Smooth in.
I've heard some good things. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He used to be Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah.
And he moved to New Orleans. Well, I don't know if that's specifics or.
I ain't gonna lie. I really don't know.
Okay, well, based on from what I've talked to him, he lives in he relocated to New Orleans. And so I was wondering. I wonder if that's a whole, which makes sense, especially because I feel like, hip hop, you have to have a bigger audience for that, especially like Baton Rouge. I just don't know how much of a hip hop audience there is in comparison to bigger cities, Yeah.
It's really just me moving is just based on the fact that in bigger cities like New York are getting closer to New York. That's why I said DC earlier. It's like 2 hours away from New York. I can just shoot up, like go out there.
And DC's got a great like hip hop.
Yeah, by itself, DC has a great.
It's also close to Baltimore, Philly. It's everywhere. Like it's also biased because I grew up living in the DC area for like almost every summer. But no, it has a. No, trust me, it is cool. And also, I will say, it is a big scene change moving from somewhere like, or living somewhere like that, or just, it's a big scene change moving anywhere to Baton Rouge. I will say that Baton Rouge is unlike anywhere else I've ever lived.
Yeah, it's a different jungle.
Oh, yeah. You go from a week ago where it was like 80, 90 degrees, and then you have today where I'm just like, first thing you said to me when you walked up was like, it is cold today. And I'm like, no, you are right. We are celebrating St. Patty's Day a little differently.
On a real nippy day.
Yeah, it's a nippy. That's a good word to describe today.
I got that from some like little white girl.
Okay, so we're gonna step away from talking about the music for a second. So as somebody from Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like you were similar. You're 20, 21, it sounds like?
20. I'm finna be 21 next month.
Okay, cool. Well, happy early birthday. Sure. I just turned 21 in January. But so similar age. So here's the situation. I want you to give me what you would do, right?
Yeah.
First date. You can't spend more than $40, all right? You can't, and you don't want to spend that much, but that's for like, sure. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
What's the play? What's the Oddesy route? Do you have a set location? I'll be honest with you, there's a restaurant in Baton Rouge that I've taken like 9 first dates there, which I don't know if that's bad or not.
You sound like my homie. You really might be, my homie.
Is that the Optimo guy?
Yeah.
Dude. That makes sense, dude. Is that first? All right. So first question: is taking 9 first dates to the same dinner spot, is that messed up?
Wild.
Is that not a play?
I mean,
because you know the spot.
No, like it comes to a point after 5, the workers already know.
Oh, they knew for sure. They put me at the same table. Yeah. Like it was.
So it's like they kind of work with you. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like they tied in with you now.
Yeah, you know, like,
so like it's kind of a designated. You have to do it now.
Yeah, I will say, I don't do that anymore. So the girl I went on a first date with the other day did not happen.
Oh, no, he does.
Yeah, I've changed.
Any girl goes on a future date with him.
But I'm gonna use that clip. Okay, all right. So back to the original question. What's the Oddesy first date route?
The first date, I'm gonna have to say, $40.
Or you don't have to spend any money. I think the first date where you don't spend any money.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's the best date.
That's the best date. But I ain't gonna lie. I like spending a little money.
Yeah,
like, it's not.
You gotta show you actually. Well, you have to show you have a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta show a little. I can provide a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say. You don't know, because like I don't want to say a date that I've been on, and like I do it again and incriminate myself.
But okay, so I guess that's why I asked, because I don't think there's anything wrong with like doing it again, because but only because my argument is right, like it's gonna be good, so you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. You know what I mean? You can just be like, I know it's a good dinner spot. I know that it's cheap. I know that it's a nice venue. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my secret.
Okay, let's hear it. I'm so ready.
Y'all lame niggas keep taking these females out to dinner and doing all this, whatever, taking them to the movies. That's lame as hell.
I agree with you.
These bitches don't. They falling asleep. Take them to the park and fucking paint, my nigga, or go like do something.
That honestly,
like, get that bitch to express herself.
I think that's the best thing you can do, because honestly, if you do a dinner or a movie, you can't talk to them. You know what I mean? Right. So it's just like, and it's also locked in the sense of
exactly, bro.
What something that I've been doing. I'm not really gonna incriminate myself here. I like it's either coffee or drinks for the first date, right?
Coffee date is beautiful.
I'm not even a big coffee guy, to be real with you, but only because if it's like say if you go on the date, right, this first date, coffee date, you get the coffee and you start talking, you realize this isn't going to work out, you can dip out after 30 minutes, you know?
Facts.
But
once the coffee's drunk,
you get an espresso shot, you're chilling, man. But if you do movie or dinner, like you're locked in for like a 2 or 3 hours.
You're in there.
Yeah, and then
it's situational.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you got like a little bop and like you just trying to, get a little freaky in the theater.
No,
do your thing.
That's why I think it's important. I have a feeling you're going to agree with this. You need to figure out what you're going for. Before, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
because
Bro, females are finna watch this and be like, bro, niggas ain't shit.
I'm just the interviewer. I'm just sending questions out, man.
Kill all men. Hashtag.
Okay, so the painting in the park I think is great, because I think it should be an activity I'll do together. You know what I mean? I'm also a big fan of, even though I can't cook for shit. I like cooking with them.
Bro, no.
Cooking with them.
I haven't done that yet.
I'm telling you,
but I've cooked for a female before.
Yeah,
bro,
which they love that too. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like if you get them involved, like cook with you. You know what I mean? Then it's like, now we're a team. Now we're
bro. Yeah.
Because think about it.
You on some different.
Yeah,
I'm learning. I'm learning from you right now.
Put them on Optimos. Put them on cook. Listen, man, we're changing things. Dude's gonna be bumping Drake rolling Optimos, cooking. Yeah,
the Optimo twist. The 2 flavored ones.
No, I know. I can't even.
The White House.
Which one? I think I get the. They have like a blueberry flavor one, which is gas.
That's even worse.
You're not a blueberry guy,
bro.
If you go to a farmer's market,
you keep smoking, you're gonna look like that girl who ate that blueberry gum off of Willy Wonka.
You think so? That'd be good, but I'm kind of skinny. I could use. I could get
look like.
Yeah, true. that's. Blue Lungs would be cool. That'd be a cool album cover though. If it was like an X-ray and you could see like the blue insides or something. Just spitballing ideas here. So okay, I just want to ask you about your album cover or EP cover. Was that something you did towards the end? Did you kind of know what you wanted, or?
It was kind of something I did towards the end. I ain't gonna lie, it was some last minute stuff, but it worked out all. There's no coincidences in life.
Yeah, I don't think there is either.
So my homie, Cortland Galore.
Okay.
He's one of the best photographers in BR also. But
shout out him.
Thanks. We did a photo shoot that he was talking. We've been setting up for like a little while now.
Yeah.
Type. And then we just like I had like buku pictures from it, and I was just looking through them. And as soon as I saw those two, like I hit the album cover and the track list one, I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. It was just an instant moment of where I knew. Actually, I'm lying. It wasn't, because I was going to swap them. The track list was actually going to be the album cover. No lie. But shout out Josh.
Oh, I know which one you're talking. I like that graphic was. I saw that one on your Instagram.
Yeah.
It showed that one was cool.
Yeah,
So that would be a good like sleeve on the inside. You know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying.
if it was a vinyl.
Yeah. I was trying to get a vinyl for it.
Yeah.
But them things expensive.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I know. I saw. And I think it's something you can do retroactively. You know what I mean? So like in a year or two, if you wanted to, then you could do like
CDs might be on the way. CDs and cassettes might be on.
Oh, that's super dope. Yeah. I don't know if you saw recently. I saw it on Twitter, so it's not gonna be verified. I might be just talking to my ass right now. But I saw that for the first time in like 20, 25 years, vinyl sales outsold CDs, like overall.
That's wild,
which makes sense because vinyl is kind of.
I love that.
I love that too. Because I guess what I want to ask you is like, why do you appreciate vinyl more? Like, what do you like about vinyl?
I appreciate it because it really started in a time that I was not alive.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me in a way feel like I'm kind of back then.
Okay.
But also that's when hip hop was fucking amazing.
Oh, the golden age.
Yeah, but also it gives me a physical thing, a physical copy of the music that I really love, because I don't really get vinyls to just get vinyls. I have to actually really love the album and really it has to be an album that I can listen to from front to back, because that's what a vinyl is. You're literally listening to it from front to back. It's not like you really. I mean, if you can skip songs, but you can't.
Who does that? Yeah,
who does that?
That is a weirdo behavior. Let me just skip this track. No, the one thing I guess I'll say that I like about the vinyl is, right, because say I want to listen to your project, right? I can just pull it up on my phone, and then but then it's kind of like a background thing in the sense of there are other things going on, there are distractions and stuff. It's kind of like movies. Like if you go see a movie in the theater, right, you're locked in and you're watching it. Like that's what you're doing, right? But if you watch it on Netflix,
it's kind of like, okay, you can go to sleep on it.
Because this is a second date, you know what I mean? There are other things. Yeah, there are other things going on.
Are you still watching?
Yeah, are you still watching? No, but you got to press it so something's playing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, me type of nigga. I don't press it.
No, you just leave it rolling. That's bold.
Because I like hearing. That's like my one number one turn on.
Okay, hey, listen, that's fair. So we're learning a lot about you today. Any girl that goes on a date with you in the future, just watch this interview and you're gonna figure out all the secrets. But same thing with vinyl, I guess. It's like, okay, but if you put this vinyl on, first you have to actually put the record on. You have to play it, so it's a lot more in tune and that tapped in, which is what I appreciate about it. So I guess one of the other questions that I have is, so for specific songs, and you can talk about a specific song or just in general, what's the writing process, for is it lyrics? You write the lyrics first and then production around that, or is it?
I got all the beats from YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mm-hmm. I found these two great producers that I'm now very familiar with.
Yeah.
Named Ghost is the first three songs. And then another producer named No Keith is on the last two, and then there's the Neo Soul in the middle. But no, I heard those beats all on YouTube, and I was working at Audi at the time as a detailer. Yeah. So I got a lot of free time on my hands because if y'all don't know, detailers don't do shit.
That's you the interior of the car?
If you leave shit in your car, they will take it. Because I took it. Real spill.
So it's those people so you just completely detail the inside of the car and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I got a lot of free time on my hands because there's if you downtime was crazy. Yeah. But I would just literally hear the beat, be at work bored as shit, and I didn't really have people to talk to much there. We jost and stuff. But it was it was old people. Yeah. Because literally old people. The youngest motherfucker there was 37.
I'm sure he thinks he's young though. 37.
Yeah, he definitely thinks he's young. He nigga need to grow up.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, because I don't know, you always hear like, because obviously like I'm 21, right? I'm always like, oh, sometimes I think I feel old in the sense of like.
Nah, I feel old too because after this, I'm going to my little baby got sister's birthday party and she's 18.
And you're old tall, like you were like probably, you know what I mean?
She literally is grown now.
Yeah.
Bro, what the it blew my fucking mind. Like our time just going by. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's all subjective. Like if we brought a 65-year-old man in here and we told him about a 37-year-old dude, he'd be like, oh yeah, he's young.
Old.
Yeah, he's young and compared to, you know what I mean, to you. I don't know, because also like 2 years ago or 3 years ago when I was 18, I thought I was old. But 3 years, you know what I mean? At least, at least in the sense of where I was at, you know? I was like,
I felt grown.
Yeah, I felt grown.
I wasn't grown.
No, I'm still not grown now. Let me just put that out there. Like I'm very, now I'm just aware of the fact that I'm not actually
growth
there.
is still in development.
Which I think is good. I think growth is always, you know, like I think it's always, it's always happening. So, okay, so.
But, back to the.
For you, if you're having, what I want to know, what does a successful day for you look like? A productive day?
Productive day?
Yeah.
For me, it just depends on really what my goal of the day.
Yeah.
Like I'm say if I make like one song, but it's a really good song.
Yeah.
I'll say that as a productive day for me. But it's still not enough.
Yeah.
But say if I make 2 songs and they're really good songs, it's a productive day. Like if I make it really just depends on what I'm doing. As long as I'm working towards my goal in any way possible, I view that as productive.
Well, so I guess if you can just output it now, what's your goal? You know?
My goal is to be comfortable enough in life to where my great grandkids will have enough of a foundation to support their great grandkids.
I think that's a very valid, you know, I mean, I feel like it's what everybody should aim for. I don't think everyone does aim for that.
Generational wealth is key.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you think about like, because if you don't have that, it just makes things so much harder. You know what I mean? Like if you have that network and the safety net of knowing like, it's okay, I can try this thing, but if it doesn't work out, I know that because of the work that you know what I mean? Like you're just, it's much, much different. Okay. So successful day, you work on a couple tracks, something like that. So well, I guess if you're not working on music and you're not, you know, not doing anything else, what are your hobbies, I guess? Like what are you a gamer? Are you into like painting or anime or?
All right, look, a lot of people get on my head about this shit.
Okay.
But I don't watch TV. Okay. Or like any live action shit, like with real people.
Because anime guy.
People bore me.
Okay.
I'm a real big cartoon head. Like anything animated is like my forte. Yeah. Like I grew up on cartoons and I'm gonna keep watching cartoons.
So what's I will clarify that I'm also very much into anime, so don't feel like you know what I mean, like because I feel like if you ever talk about anime or something like that, or even just cartoons to someone who's not into it at all, there's you know what I mean, like it's just like not like they don't care, but it's just you know what I'm saying.
It's always the zone out.
Yeah, the zone out. I'm like okay, you know what I mean. You still watch cartoons at 21? Okay, so like I guess like. Oh,
childish.
This will be. I feel like this will definitely say a lot about yourself. What top 3 anime?
Top 3 anime. Okay, you're putting me on the spot.
I am.
Wow. Hunter x Hunter, number 1, Banger. Best anime of all time.
It's debatable, but it is up there.
Parasite is one of them.
Oh my god, that is a great. I love that you said that.
Parasite is a banger.
I've talked to people about anime for like last probably year, just friends and stuff, and nobody has. Parasite is one. It's not one of the top 5 for me, but it's a great anime.
Parasite's a banger.
Oh yeah,
I can rewatch it like any day.
I might rewatch it soon just because it's.
Do yourself a favor.
No, I love that anime.
Do yourself a favor. But we're gonna have to say. Attack on Titan is peak. I ain't even gonna lie.
Are you caught up?
Yes.
I'm not, so I mean, don't.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Not that you work.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I read the manga also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also knowing that Mappa is animating the rest of it, It is peak.
It is peak. Okay, no, I will take your word for it. I got to catch up because right now I'm trying to work through the manga for Berserk. And actually, like
Berserk is amazing.
Yeah, no, I've been on a Berserk. Like I've watched the 1997 whatever adaptation of it like a year ago, and I've been working through the books just because like there's so much more.
My homework the same, bro. You know it's crazy.
Is it him? What's his name?
His name's Nev the Architect, bro. Shout out my homeboy.
No, shout out him.
Shout out my dog Nev the Architect with some Optimo smoke.
This is the Optimo guy. All right, cool.
It's Optimo's in White House.
No, it sounds. So like, I need to tap in. I need to get him in here, man.
I think you need to tap in, bro. Bro, that like threw me all the way off track. I forgot what we were talking about. That's ADHD kicked in.
Oh, we were talking about anime. No,
he got the fucking collector's edition
of the big black book. That's what I have. I didn't get all of them because they're literally like I think they're $50 each.
He got like them from I think it was his birthday one year. His parents got them all of them.
They're expensive. No, I have like 2. I'll be real with you. I'm trying to like fill them out. I've been reading the rest online, but no,
they fucking like
they're it's $50 for one of them. There's like 10 of them, dude. It's like a big investment. But no, like
that's funny as fuck.
No, it's funny.
I got so much similarities.
Yeah. So dude's Optimos and Berserk books. Like that just sounds like a good time. To be real with you,
y'all can have a good session, bro.
So you're making this EP. I know before you've had a couple tracks before, like, but this is like your first absolute project, like overall, right?
Yeah.
So who do you think the audience is for this? Like, what type? You know what I mean? Like, who do you think's tapping into this? Is it like hip hop only fans? Is it like under? You know what I mean? Like, who is this made for? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Intentions were really not. I don't really make my music targeted to any audience.
Yeah.
I just make the music in just how I feel. Mm-hmm. And whatever comes out, it comes out, and whoever it appeals to, it appeals to. Like I really just wanted people to experience, like have something to experience it. So whoever is able to just take in that experience, it was meant for you.
So what's the best, like how should people listen through this project? Like we said, it's not very long. It's like 11 minutes overall. So like is it in the car? Is it in the back porch smoking? Is it in their room late at night? Like what's the ideal?
The ideal for me would be go to your favorite like nature spot, nature location. Like it could be like a tree, like a bush that you be hanging around, like something.
Yeah.
Just anywhere that you can touch grass. Because a lot of y'all niggas need to touch grass.
I knew you were gonna say that. As soon as you started talking about nature, I was like, he's gonna say something about touch grass. I do agree with that. It's something I've been getting to last. I've been going like hiking up on like Tunica Hills up there, like just nice. Because every once in a while, you know, especially nowadays, everyone's on social media and on the phones a lot. You got to get back in with nature. You know, that's actually a big issue. I think that it's something I try to overcome. Like I try to get off my phone, social media. Like I got off all of it for like 3 or 4 months because like
poison, bro.
It really is because like people wait. I do this. You know what I mean? Like especially now, like I want to be better about it. But I wake up and the first thing I do in the morning is check my phone. And you're just like, dude, like 100 years ago, this never happened.
That's an addiction.
It is an addiction, 100%. Okay. So I guess I have a few more questions. So how has your, you know, being from Baton Rouge, how has that affected like your artistry, you know?
It's made me have a everlasting hunger.
Really? How so?
Because just being from here, I was not really given, starting off, I was never given the silver spoon with anything. Mm-hmm. So it's just made me want it even more because I can see around the world that people got it easy. Like you go to California, you can literally walk up on, you might bump into Gordon Ramsay or some shit. Yeah. Just walking down the street going to the gas station. Like, I mean, I'm just being exaggerating. Yeah. But like on type shit like that. Like,
I'm sure it happens.
Here, if you go to the gas station, shit, you better check your fucking tenant too, my nigga.
That's fair. Yeah, it is a much different vibe, especially like when you certain parts of Baton Rouge that you go to, I guess. But honestly, not really. I think it's kind of just the overall city.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
it's just not the safest place, and like it's not very welcoming.
You think so?
Even though to me the South is like always had that like like that Southern hospitality like we always love and da 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 da.
Yeah.
The South was to me it was built on like hate.
Oh, I mean, the history of the South.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Like the history of it, but we don't have to go all the way into that. But the it's just cut. You have to be cut from a different cloth.
No, I think
like you have to get like literally you low key down here. Even if there's some people out here, I ain't gonna lie. There's some people out here that got it good. No cap.
Mm-hmm.
They doing their stuff. They're thriving.
Yeah.
But to me, the way thriving is down here is not the same around in other places in the world. And I feel like it's a lower bracket of thriving, like a lower bracket of, I guess, success.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it could be the sense of like, say, we'll use New York as an example, right? Like, we'll use hip hop as an example, just because that's I guess what we're talking about on the show. If you're a hip hop artist in New York, right, and you're performing shows to the same extent you're performing around here, there's so many more other artists trying to do that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's like a bigger pond. You know what I mean? Yeah. But here, like, we could probably list like all the actual hip hop artists in Baton Rouge. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it might be more of that. Like, there's just not as much competition, and because competition develops.
Competition is a great thing. Friendly competition, I love. That's one thing I love. That's why I also shout out to CDS. They have helped me just from being just amazing artists. They've helped me develop my sound a lot faster than because I'm actually not from BR. I'm from right outside of BR. From Denham.
Okay, Denham. So yeah.
And there's not like the scene out there is even worse.
Yeah.
Like I was literally the only rapper.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying.
I'm not. I'm not even finna shout out no Denham rapper. I'm sorry, but
none of y'all count. None of y'all count. It's locked in. You gotta step it up, man.
Facts. Y'all better get on some other timing because y'all not on time. I swear. But it's just like me. I feel like I literally had to be unique to myself. Then I had to be just competing with myself at all times. So friendly competition and just competing with myself just kind of helped me steadily build up. So shout out CDS for.
No, shout out them for.
They're just crazy.
I might in the future at some point I might try to get a couple of the members in here. It sounds like they're very pivotal to the Baton Rouge hip hop scene, so I should definitely try to tap in with them. All right, so I only have 2 more questions. It looks like. So first one, if you could work with any artist right in the world, make a project with them, a complete project. Yeah, you can only pick one.
One, okay.
Who are you going with?
Oddesy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why so?
Because their music is truly, I feel like just their sessions, there's like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like whenever you walk into one of their sessions, you automatically get hit with like a shroom peak. Like the come up isn't even like you don't even get the come up. The come up is in the hallway. Yeah, it just hits. You're just like, oh, okay, that's all right. No, I know. I think I know what you're saying. Okay, but so what about? I'll switch the question a little bit. Yeah, like a hip hop artist. Like you got to do like a verse on his song, or a hip hop verse
or a
on
girl.
song.
Either you know what I mean. Doesn't have to be a male hip hop artist. You can do some of Ice Spice. If you want to tap in on that popularity wave right now. Any, dead or alive.
I would say Michael Jackson, but I'm gonna have to go with MF Doom.
Ooh, okay.
Because I low-key want to see if I can out-rap him in any way. I know I won't, but I want to see.
But the challenge is there. You know what I mean? Like you might as well try. I think he would respect the effort. That's a tough, but out-rapping him, like that's no, okay. I think honestly, like the production value.
I thought I might have a chance.
You think so?
Maybe.
Okay, so another question. Are there any big hip hop artists or rappers you think you could definitely out rap?
For Yeah.
Like,
My hot take. A lot of people not gonna agree with it, but I'm gonna say Drake. I know I'm gonna outrate Drake.
Okay. I saw someone recently say that he is a top 3 lyricist of all time.
That's wild. The fact that he don't even write his own shit.
What was the the napkin and the what was the line?
For that person who said that, tuck my napkin in my shirt because I'm just bobbing like that. That's your man's.
It kind of hits though. It's just kind of I don't know. Sounds like an Instagram caption, man. Like,
Yeah.
He raps in Instagram captions. Like that is one thing about Drake.
Drake is definitely Instagram. Drake and Rod Wave for the captions.
Oh yeah,
guys.
no, 100%. I didn't really get into Rod Wave stuff probably like 6 or 7 months ago. And then I was like, I understand now. I got into it. I was like the emotions that he was hitting on. I was who hurt him?
Yeah, facts. It literally all of his music. This dude is never happy.
No, it's just but some people are just that's
I
just
send prayers to cuz.
that's just how it is sometimes. Okay, so final question that I have set. What's like in the future? What can they look forward to? If they've enjoyed this EP. Okay. They're enjoying listening to this. It's basically a podcast at this point. It's like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, facts.
Which is fine. What's coming next for you? What can they look forward to?
I can definitely look forward to some clothes.
Okay.
Because
like merch?
Okay.
No,
not on.
Or
It's
just
not
like
merch.
fashions,
Not,
like
yeah,
sense.
fashion.
Okay.
Fashion. Because I also go by Eddie Puffs.
I saw that.
Some of y'all might know me by Eddie Puffs. But Puffs, the clothing line, is definitely in works right now.
Oh, so that's the next project. If somebody runs up on you in public, like a fan, not just somebody random, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what Oddesy, Eddie Puffs, like what should they call you?
It really just depends.
My Lord Eddie Puffs, like what would you like to go by?
It really depends. My my homeboys, they call me Puffs or like Ed, like Eddie.
Yeah.
It really just depends. Like if we're out and like doing show, like if I'm at a show or something, they'll call me Oddesy. Just like keep it professional.
Are you? So I mean, would you be put off by that if somebody was like, if you were just walking around Baton Rouge, through a park, taking a girl on a date, and some dude just ran up to you and was like, "Hey man, I just wanted to say what's up. I'm a big fan of your music." Like, you'd be cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's something obviously.
I ain't gonna lie. I love people.
Yeah.
I'm very shy. Please don't come up to me because I will. Like, I'm gonna be on 10.
But if you're on a date though, like I will say, if you're on a date with a girl, like a first date and a dude, that's kind of fucking.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
She's gonna be talking about that.
That's swag.
That's gonna that would be. I'm not gonna explain myself too much. That would be pretty cool. I think.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Hopefully, this is a long thing for anybody that goes on a future date with you is gonna listen to this whole thing. They're gonna bring it up on the date. Yeah. At the same restaurant. Okay, so you're working on Puffs, a clothing brand.
Yeah.
What about music related though?
Music related, we got the next part to the 3-part trilogy.
Okay. So MERLIN started off.
MERLIN starting off, and the next one is called Excalibur. That's the first time I ever told people about that.
I might have to use this clip to promote it if talk about it. So it's very King Arthur oriented.
Yeah, I'm glad you.
I will say that I love, like, when I was a kid, I used to bring like King Arthur and all his like like all the stories and stuff like that, like Mordred and like all like Lancelot, like all that stuff, like super dope into it. So Excalibur, okay. And you're gonna have one more after that, which if maybe we can talk about that next time.
That's the one because he's him.
He's him. Okay. I might be able to guess what the name of it. He's him. Okay. So I mean, obviously you don't need to put a deadline on it right now, but like, is it something in the next 6 months, next year?
We're looking around a couple months.
Couple months?
Couple months.
Okay.
I say around. Just catch me around the April area.
Yeah, April we will tap back in and we will see what's up with Oddesy and how he's knocking out the rest of this trilogy. So that's everything that I had. Is there anything that you wanted to say signing off?
I'm finna show y'all I'm him. Y'all best believe it. And guess what? Also, stop smoking Optimos. If anybody in the world smokes Optimos, do your lungs a favor. Smoke some MERLIN. Go get some MERLIN tea. It works wonders, I promise. Drink some lemon water. Make your skin fresh. You know, it's a beautiful day out here, even though it's gloomy as fuck, and it's supposed to hail. But
Is it really?
besides, yeah, I know. But besides that, I love y'all, man.
All right, well, wise words from Oddesy. A little personal dig in my habits, but it's cool. This has been Nick Frewin on 91.1 KLSU with Oddesy, and you guys can catch us next time here on SpotCheck.
You.